Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Chantel. This is my basic journey. If you're new to my channel, for the last 2 years I've been living out of this 2001 Dodge Grand Caravan. And if you guys are not new to my channel, you might be confused on why I'm in here, because I just showed you last week that I got a brand new van, a Chevy Express with a high top. I'm very excited about it, but it has been very cold here in Illinois. And I think I knew that it was going to be cold, but I was so used to 70-degree weather that I was like, oh, it'll be fine. It's almost April. Like, it's April now, but at the time it was almost April, and I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. But no, it has been snowing, and it's just been cold and gray and rainy. So today it's supposed to be a high of 50 degrees. So I'm like, ooh, a warm day, yes. And instead of starting on my demo in the back of the van, I decided that I want to come hang out in the minivan for a while. Honestly, I'm just not ready to say goodbye to my minivan yet. I have lived in here for the last almost 2 years. It is my home and I love it so much. There are definitely things, like, even though I love it, there are things that I'm excited to change and ready to upgrade, which I will be showing you guys in this video. Actually, some of the things that I ordered came in, so I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm going to upgrade. And while I'm going through my minivan and cleaning it up, I figured I could kind of give you guys like an actual tour of my minivan, because I have not done that yet and I'm moving out of it. So yeah, while we're going through everything and taking everything out, I figured I could just show you all the nooks and crannies of my minivan, because honestly, when you're living in such a small space, like, every little square inch matters. And so I do have some like little tucked away areas that I don't think I've ever really shown you guys. I don't think I've shown you a lot of like the inside of where everything is after I moved into it, because I kind of did like a build video where I went over like everything from the build up until like when it was done, but nothing after I like moved into it and have lived in it, where all of my crap is everywhere. So I figured I could just go through and show you guys. So let's start in the front. So before I go in the front, I wanted to tell you guys, like, I do have a two-lay where I kept a lot of things. I've done a full tour on what was in here. It's mostly like outdoor gear, so I had like a tent and a privacy tent, my foldable toilet and tables and chairs and stuff, and that all fit up there very nicely. So sad story, I am not going to be able to put this Thule on my new van, and I've called a couple roof rack specialists and they just won't do it, so I'm going to have to say goodbye to this and all the stickers that I've collected over the last couple of years. Sad story. Okay, now for the front seat. And I figured while I showed you guys everything, I'm just going to be packing it all up. I have this bag here. I'm going to be filling it up and then bringing everything inside. But the front seat was kind of Joey's domain. So I have both of his beds in here right now. I would take this one out. This was his outdoor bed. And then this is his indoor bed. He never sleeps in the indoor one. It's just extra cushion, I guess, for the front seat. But yeah, this is where he sat the entire time, and then behind it we kind of have like all of his toys and his little sweater vest. I think an extra leash is in here, and I think this is his harness with a seat belt holder. He never wanted to wear this, by the way. Somebody gave this to me through Amazon, and it's very cute and I really appreciate it, but he never wore it. He hated it. I tried though. And so in the front here, this is kind of where this is a catch-all area. So I have my mallet up here. It does have a spot in the back, but it ended up here when I was malleting down my tent. So it just stayed up here. There's also a pen. I always have to have a loose pen laying around. And then when I was driving, I also put my purse here. So in front of the passenger seat was my cooler. As you guys can see, it is not there anymore. It's one of the first things that I took out of here to empty it and clean it out. But that's the first thing that I'm going to be upgrading in my new van. I did get a Dometic. It's a 65-liter, 12 volts. I'm very excited about it. I have not plugged it in or anything, but I did take it out of the box just to look at it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'll never have to buy ice again. So besides my cooler, this space also housed all of my shoes. So I have 3 pairs, and then also the ones that I'm wearing. But yeah, this is all I have for shoes, and I never wear my flats, but those are my hiking boots, and then these are like if I go into town and do something, my Docs. And then I have my trash up here. So these are the tent bags that I used for my awning that I only put up once, so I can probably just get rid of those, honestly. And then this is just a little knick-knack and a decoration that I put outside my camp. So behind this thing and under the seat, there is a little thing. This is where I kept all of Joey's medications and his like nail clippers, some plastic gloves. But yeah, this was just kind of like his area up here. And then over here in the door, we have like, these are mostly just like the pamphlets that you get when you go visit somewhere. And then this is a window cover thing that goes on this window. There's also one on that side. And then that side also carries the thing that goes up here. And that seat just becomes like a throw all. So when I'm like in here, as you can see, there's a hanger, a towel, you know, just things that I throw up there. And then on the back of my driver's seat is where I have all of my bags. I might have left the desert, but the desert definitely didn't leave me. It's so dirty. Also, don't mind the fact that it needs to be vacuumed really bad, but I wanted to show you guys, this is where I kept my 3-gallon water jug. See how it fit perfectly right here? And then I have like a hand pump on top. I also had like multiple like single gallons that I would like interchange. But yeah, they usually go right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean all of this out of here and then we'll go to the back. All right, let's step into the foyer here. So this part of the van is very multi-purpose. It's the only open floor space I have in the van. So as you can see, I do have a Jackery over here on this side. And then I have my floor mat, which is where I get in, put my shoes there. And then I have all of this stuff. So this is pretty much what became my vanity and my bathroom stuff. I used to have my mirror. I actually don't know where it's at right now, but it usually sits right here with this like strappy little strap. And I have everything that you could need to like get ready for the day. I have already taken in obviously my toothbrush and my deodorant, but that usually resided in here as well. So as you can see, I still have like just random stuff in here, chapstick, hand sanitizer, got some lotion, body spray, dry shampoo. So the bottom part of this, as you can see, is just more bathroom stuff. So I have my box of tampons that fits nicely under the chair, and then more hair products. I got some nose rings and more chapstick, more hair products, essential oils. I also keep my Febreze bottles over here. I also keep this conch shell under there that my parents got me when they went to Jamaica. Yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to throw that out, so I found a place for it. Yep, that's everything in my vanity section. So over here was the Jackery side, and I'm sad to say that I probably won't be keeping my Jackery. I did get an entire new solar system. It's almost all Renogy products. But I might not keep this only because the solar panels that I have, one of them like does not work at all, and the other one only gets like max 30 watts in, and so obviously it's not working properly. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This thing is huge, first of all, and I'm gonna have an entire solar setup, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. If I do get like a portable station, it's probably going to be a much smaller one. But yeah, sad to say, I'll probably get rid of my Jackery. But as it sits over here in my minivan, it does have a lot of stuff that accumulates on top of it. Honestly though, what's up here changes all the time. But mainly it's just the singing bowl and my shampoo bar are the two things that are there like all the time. And on this side I have my house shoes, my slippers, and then we have my wind guard that we use for my camping stove. Exciting stuff. I don't know why that became its spot, but it has always been there. So, okay, over here. This is where we put all of my propane. We got my isobutane. This is Joey's waterless shampoo, so he doesn't stay a dirty dog all the time. So that was the foyer, and like I said, this is the only area in the van that has like an open floor space. And so if I was not able to set up my privacy tent and there was too many people around, I would have to set up my portable toilet in here. And let me tell you, it's very nerve-wracking. I do not like it, do not recommend. And it is the number one thing I am most excited about for the bigger van, because I am going to have a toilet inside of my van. It's going to be so exciting. It is the number one thing I'm the most excited about. So yeah, I did order a C-head compostable toilet. Unfortunately, it is not here. It's the only item that has not gotten to me yet. They told me it would be about 3 to 4 weeks of processing before they can ship it. But I am so excited to have a bathroom in the van. Oh my God. Okay, so let's exit the vanity slash bathroom slash electrical room slash foyer and head over into the kitchen. So this kitchen is actually a bookshelf that I had in my apartment complex, and I kind of just made it into my kitchen area. And so as you can see, this houses my fan, and I can plug in here to my Jackery. And this net thing is actually like a marine net. And I use it. It used to hold like my toilet paper right here, but I brought it inside, and this just like catches random things. As you can imagine, it just ends up filled with stuff, and I have to clean it out very randomly. Also, I thought this was cool. On the other side, on the corner here, like that side, there was a little screw that was poking out that I was able to hang my little camping broom on. I think it's actually considered a tent broom, and I think I got it from Walmart, and it was probably like 10 or 15 years ago. Yeah, long time ago. And also I use Velcro, and I put my little light thing up here, my little remote control for my lights that is plugged in down here. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this area is usually pretty messy, but not this messy. It's just extra messy because I was taking stuff in. Like, this doesn't belong up here. This holds all those wires that I told you was on top of my Jackery. So this top row is all of my kitchenware. I have all of my pots and pans and my measuring cups. I have all of my utensils over here, and usually my cups would fit in these like open areas like this. But I took a few in, and I took some stuff in, so it's not even as full as it usually is. And like I said, this thing back here, this gets filled with like random stuff. Somebody sent me this foldable bucket, so it just kind of has sat back here. But yeah, there's also a bunch of portable towels and napkins. I think I have some Ziploc bags back there, tin foil. I have my pot holders back here. Like, there's just, it gets filled with anything kitchen related, honestly. This is all kitchen stuff. So the second row was all food. And normally, before I took all of the food out, this was all canned food. This is where I put any pasta, rice, sauce packets, anything like that. And then this is all my seasonings back here. I've obviously taken in most of my food, besides a few things that I've just left behind. But yeah, this thing gets very full very fast. And so this was never organized. I tried very hard in the beginning to keep it organized and nice and straight, but honestly, it just was a mess all the time. And I also put all of my, like, I don't know, things that I didn't want to get squished. So I'd put my bread just on top of this, or, you know, a bag of chips or popcorn or whatever I'd put on top of this stuff, just so it wouldn't get smushed down here. And then on this bottom row, this is a multi-use area, and so I kept a bunch of like here's my wipes and some more hand sanitizer, Sharpies. I got a whole bunch of stuff, and I know it's dark, can't really see much. There's my syrup. I have an extra conditioner, which I should just bring inside. But that little area over there is actually where I kept all my produce, because it was in like the coolest, darkest spot in the van. And so I just kept all of my produce down there, and it worked out pretty good. So that is my kitchen area. I also have another fan over here, and then all of my plastic bags get shoved back here. I also use them for my trash. So that is my kitchen. I know I haven't really shown you guys much of this because it's always a mess, and I was almost embarrassed to show you guys, and like, but this is real life. This is real van life. this would get so full of stuff. And like this area right here, like I would just dump stuff in it. So like anything that I had in my hand at the moment, like, oh, I'll just put this here and I'll find a place for it later. The kitchen. Now we can head into the bedroom section of the minivan. So this bed is actually the only thing that I built inside of the back of this minivan. I used a hammer and some nails and some wood, and I made myself a platform. I made it exactly 8 inches high because I wanted enough room for my head up here, but I wanted to be able to fit those like plastic bins that you can get from Walmart underneath it to store some clothes. So this is where the majority of my clothes are, besides what I had in my closet, which I took most of my clothes in already, but this is where the rest of my clothes were. And I had mostly like t-shirts and socks and stuff on this side, and then pants and more pants on this side. And then on this side underneath my bed was just like, your guess is as good as mine. So I see some chapstick in a flute case. I think my CD case is under there, which is funny because I don't have a CD player at all. And it looks like a couple like sweaters that I put in there for extra. Yeah. So on the side of my bed is also very important storage that I've made good use of. So first of all, I have a body pillow over here that Joey sleeps on. Makes this tiny bed big enough for both of us. And then over here we have my solar panels. I have a little foldable table that I have used when it gets like super cold and made coffee and food inside. Don't recommend it, it's really scary sometimes, but we made it work. And then I also had a backpack with my laptop and like all of my electrical things. Yeah, but that all went inside with me. So that is what the bedding is. I also have like this little area back here where I like keep my pens in this cup holder here, and then I have this little whoop, oh you can't really see that, but it's like a glove box compartment, and I keep all of my Thought Cloud stuff in there. If you guys have watched any of my earlier videos, you've probably seen me talk about Thought Cloud before. It is a CBD company that I work with, and I love them, and I love CBD products from them. They are like the best quality CBD products that I've tried, and so I was a customer long before I started working with them. But yeah, so I keep that all in that little cubby. And if you guys are interested in checking out Thought Cloud, you can go to a link that I have in my description box. There's also a code. You can use the code BASIC and get a discount. They have tons of sales, and the discount still works on sale items, so go check them out. I think that pretty much covers everything in the bedroom area. I do have a pin collection up here from all of my travels. I also have these cool lights that I got from the dollar store. I got this ornament here that my mom gave me. We've got it in New York many years ago. Some knickknacks that I got. This is from Schoolie Palooza. Look at how cool that is. I'm going to bring all of this bedroom stuff inside really quick, and then I'm going to show you guys the last and final room that I have to show you guys, which is the very back, which I consider like the garage and the basement. So let's go. Here is the garage portion of my minivan build, and all of this is upcycled stuff besides the piping for my closet over here, which I have an entire video about. But back here is the majority of my storage. So this was a Vanity that I had already owned, and I just spray painted it white. And this is a filing cabinet that I already owned, and it fit very, very snug under there. So yeah, I kind of just used what I had, and then I kind of just came up with this PVC pipe closet idea, and it worked out really great, honestly. Like, it holds so much on it. And like I said, I already brought all of my clothes, like most of the clothes that I normally wear already are inside. So this is like, I don't know. I was very, very proud of this. So down here below my closet, where this pile of clothes is, usually I have my laundry bag right here, and these clothes would go inside of that laundry bag, but I brought it inside with all my dirty clothes. These are actually clean. So through there is my bedroom, and then I would just take my dirty clothes and I would shove them through that hole there into my laundry bag that was back here. Very convenient. And so down here on this side, this is my arts and crafts box, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I haven't opened it once. Not a single time. So I probably won't be bringing this in the future. I feel like I should because I want to do crafts, but I never once used it. And then down here, I have access to underneath that storage, which I have a bunch of bags and purses that I pulled out to grab more bags. In here is where I kept my shower bag, which is empty in that spot because I brought it inside, and an extra hoodie. I also have an umbrella down there and Joey's shampoo, like his real shampoo, not his waterless kind. So this whole thing holds so much freaking storage, you guys. So much. Like in here, it's all just so much. I tried to keep it organized by like categories, but this is just your typical junk drawer. Yep, just your typical junk drawer. Just typical random things, cards, matches, like just so much random stuff, pens. This is sad. This is actually from my cat Binks after he passed away. I haven't wanted to get rid of it. It's a little paw print. So this drawer was typically like art supplies. It's still pretty much just art supplies. So I have some suede cord. This is what I would use with my necklaces that I sell on Etsy. You can still find them, by the way. There is a link in the description box. But yeah, it's just a bunch of random stuff. I really think this is like batteries. Just a bag of batteries. Does anybody else relate to that? So this second drawer and most of the side space here is all dedicated to shipping. So whenever I have stickers or pendants sell, this is where all of my shipping stuff is. So I have like stickers in there and return labels and envelopes. And then over here are my shipping bags and some bubble wrap. I also got labels. So that is just shipping stuff. Also, I'm sorry for outside noises because I'm outside and cars are driving by. It's getting to busy time, so yeah, everybody's driving around right now. So this bottom drawer is what I call my like garage drawer. This has everything, like all of my tools. So I have a hammer and an axe in here, some nails and command strips, lights, all just stuff you would typically find in a garage. I actually do use this filing cabinet for filing, but it also holds all of my butane when I had a butane stove, which I did order a new butane stove, you guys. I got another gas one and it's gold. It's gonna be so cute. I decided that I liked butane a lot more than my propane stove, and it was just a lot easier to use, and you could find butane a lot easier, so I'm going back to butane. This drawer also holds my pendants for my Etsy, my jewelry, and I have more tarot cards back here. So yeah, this is another one of those things, like every single drawer is just like filled to the brim with stuff, so random. And then this drawer is the final drawer, the final place I'm going to show you. It was my camera drawer. I have a couple cameras in here that I never use, and I'm sorry if it's windy. It's really windy right now, you guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I have a couple film, and then I have like one digital camera that does not take video. It only takes still pictures. So this was my camera bag. I think there's also my, yeah, there it is. My Game Boy. And yes, I do have a Game Boy in there. A classic Game Boy. Where's the zipper? A classic Game Boy that I never played. I actually have never taken it out of that spot since I've moved in. But I can't get myself to throw it away. You guys would not throw that away, right? You keep that forever. So yeah, it's just gonna stay with me forever and ever. A Game Boy that I never use. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, going through everything and taking everything out of here is making me very emotional. I'm going to miss this minivan so much. We had so much fun together. We went on so many adventures. I mean, it's been almost 2 years that I've lived in this thing. I'm really gonna miss it. But I'm so excited for my new van, and I know that you guys are probably just as antsy to get started on the build as I am, but it has been very cold, and so I'll probably start next week. But I just wanted to bring you guys with me, have this final goodbye. I got to show you every nook and cranny and every square inch of my minivan, which I haven't done before, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please subscribe below. I'll also put a link for my Patreon in the description box in case you're interested in checking that out and helping support my channel. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!